Welcome back to another video, guys. Right, we are going to move straight on from the previous video where we began setting up a business of a lady called Catherine. I think it was Catherine Kanker. She was going to set up a nail salon in London. But what happened was that when the jobs kicked off after submitting the onboarding form, the later jobs began to run because I hadn't started the workers, because I'd been working on the back end before beginning the demonstration. It messed up the order of jobs, and because the market research jobs must always run first, we ended up with a bunch of errors. Now, rather than go back and fix those and show you me fixing those problems, I decided to start again from scratch. But in the meantime, since filming that previous video, I've gone in and programmed in some safeguards so that the jobs always they're unable to start until the successful completion of the market research jobs. That was always a feature that was on the cards, but just one thing which I had yet to actually do. So as we encountered that issue during the demo, that was the time to go back and address it. So that's done. So we're going to crack on with a new concept today. And this is actually based on a real life story which I heard myself not too long ago. I've changed all the details, the names, etc. But the basic concept is the same. It's a guy who was made redundant from his job where he was working in advertising. He'd been working in the same career for 20 years. But he didn't want to go back in and find another advertising job. He wanted to take his redundancy package, and he got about £100,000. And he was going to set up a mobile pizza truck. So I've put down here that he was living in Surrey. I don't really know Surrey myself, so it'll be interesting to see what the system comes up with. Basically his plan, I'm not sure if you've seen these kind of vans going around, but in some of the villages, you'll get a mobile food trucks which come around and park, in a village hall car park or whatever for 1 hour. And the villagers come out and they buy their fish and chips or their pizza, and then he moves on to the next village and so on and so forth. So that's the concept that I've put in here. So I'll just quickly read through there. I've given him the name of Dave. So let's quickly, the plan for today is for me to talk less and to whip through this demo. Hopefully there's no problems, but the plan is to whip through the demo and get to the dashboard as quickly as I possibly can. So I just want to quickly read through the concept that I've written. I was recently made redundant after a 20-year career in advertising. I have a war chest of 100k, although I do have further savings and retirement funds if necessary. My plan is to set up a mobile pizza van and go around the villages in my home county of Surrey from village to village selling fresh pizzas. Although I've never set up a business myself previously, I'm very determined to make this work no matter what it takes or how long. I wish to spend the rest of my working life pursuing my passion for food and especially pizza, while also filling a gap in the market of bringing high quality food to the residents of the Surrey villages around where I reside. What can I call you as Dave? Email address is dave@robolts.com, and let's analyse the concept. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. go. So a score of 35, not great, but it's not necessarily an issue for concern. In actual fact, I think it would be really interesting to see what happens with a concept which gives a slightly lower score. It's not necessarily me going to, the cutoff point is 30, so we are above the minimum score required of 30. So let's just see. I don't want to, as I said, I don't really want to spend too long speaking on this video. But I think it would be useful just to quickly read this, at least the first paragraph here, just to see what the systems come up with. Founding team, you're a competent professional with substantial experience in advertising, which will be a significant asset for marketing and branding. However, you have no prior experience in food service, hospitality, or running a business. This is a substantial gap. The determination is admirable, but grit alone does not substitute for operational experience. If you plan to go solo, you will need to rapidly upskill in areas like food safety, supply chain management, and mobile catering logistics. I think really, if you've got, if you're a pretty competent person, which it already has said there, that you're a competent professional, then mastering those skills should be well within scope. If you bring in an experienced partner or staff, your chances will improve. There is moderate demand for street food and mobile catering in the UK, and affluent rural areas like Surrey can support premium offerings, which is exactly what we want to do. It is unpredictable. Populations are small. Football. This much is true, but because it's mobile. We can always pivot at a later stage and not just stick to villages, but take our food truck wherever there are customers. That's part of the value proposition of having a mobile food truck. High quality pizza is a strong value proposition. Everybody loves pizza. I know I do. 100k, more than adequate to launch kitted out, blah blah blah. You must budget carefully, etc. As a sole founder with no set up infrastructure or staff, you'll be highly agile and able to experiment with routes, menus, prices, which is exactly what we just said. However, your lack of industry experience could lead to costly mistakes, but hopefully this is where Robolts comes in to help this person avoid making those costly mistakes. You must be obsessive about customer feedback. Yeah, we will definitely do that. Blah, blah, blah. In summary, your advertising experience and determination are assets, but the lack... Right, so, yeah, I think we'll go with that. So let's go forward. So, Dave, what was the password there? Password. Tobin. Where the heck has it got that from? Create account. Dave. Could not. Oh, it worked. Don't know what happened there. How many founders does your business have? 1. How many businesses? 0. Year 1 budget, we did say 100,000. There we go. Remember from last time, it pre-populates these fields just as a user convenience. Actually, if I just show you in there, could maybe... yeah. Yeah, so here are the prompts where it's basically gone off and taken our initial data from the first page and used that to generate what it thinks should be the recommended answers for the subsequent questions in the onboarding form. This is purely done as a convenience to the user. and it's still vital to go through and check these figures, especially where there are facts. What is your projected sale? So we'll go with 80,000. Yeah, how soon do you want to launch? I think we'll reduce that to 6. Describe your ideal target customers: residents of Surrey villages, families, local events, village fairs, all this kind of stuff. You got pop-up, they pop-up pizza, all kinds of ideas. Steam fairs, all this motor, car shows, everything. Food enthusiasts seeking quality, convenient dining options. Don't think we need to change that. What kind of competitors do you have, and what are they good at? Local takeaways, established pizza chains, independent food trucks, and pub restaurants in Surrey. Very true, but sometimes you just want to eat at home, but you don't actually want to go out in the car. So I think there is a space for this kind of business. What is your business goal by year 3? Build a profitable, sustainable business that allows the founder to pursue their passion for food, achieve financial independence, and become the preferred mobile pizza service in Surrey villages. What do you do better than the competition? High quality, fresh prepared pizzas using premium ingredients, unique rotating menu, and convenient mobile service reaching underserved rural locations. I mean, this is pretty much spot on. I mean, I don't think I could come up with a better piece of text than that. So let's just submit that. Hopefully this works this time. Okay, that's worked. So I'm just going to quickly double check the workers. Okay, I have actually seen a problem. How I've set up the celery workers, it's connected to the wrong SQS queue. It's really annoying. Let me just kill this and see if we can just... Info. Let's just start it, kick them off manually and see if we can catch up. If this doesn't catch up, then it begins by processing the market research jobs first. Many apologies for that. That was another oversight by myself. But we will just pause this video for today, and then I have to begin it yet again tomorrow. Hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully the safeguards that I've put in place with the celery workers should automatically fix that problem. But let's see. Don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay. It was working before. And now what has happened? Okay, it's pretty annoying, but I'm going to have to pause the video for today, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll have to go and fix this problem. I just cannot think it's not picking up any jobs. I just don't know what has happened. Task. Check. And no tasks found. Why has it failed to kick off the tasks? I honestly don't know. Okay, I'm going to have to stop the video for today and go back and fix this problem again. Apologies for that, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, just before we finish this video for today, guys, I have found the source of the problem, and where I built in the safeguard. This is actually the first time I've tried, so this is a live debugging session in essence here. Where I'd set up those safeguards, for some reason, the market research jobs, what happens is you see there are 3 sections to the onboarding form. When you submit the first section, it kicks off the market research jobs, and then the rest are subsequently kicked off with half with section 2 and the remainder with section 3. The thinking behind this is just that it gives the system time to process the market research jobs whilst the user is still busy filling in the form, which should make things a lot more streamlined. But for some reason, submitting part 1 of the form didn't kick off the market research jobs, and because of that, the safeguard actually did its job and didn't run any of the subsequent jobs. So what I need to do now is go back and work out why submitting part 1 of the form failed to kick off the market research jobs, and hopefully we should be back in business. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.